Take a look at this video of Border Patrol agents in Los Angeles, fully decked out in military garb, loading into a rental truck.
Penske truck rolled up and was telling folks that they were looking for 10 hard workers. And as day laborers gathered up, they took advantage of that opportunity and they rolled up the truck, and ICE just started popping out and trying to gather as many individuals as they could.
The crack of a front door echoed through a cartel hideout as movers stormed in. ICE agents trading coveralls for cuffs, dragging out 16 cartel affiliates in handcuffs. From that instant, truth overtook fiction. In a high-octane raid in Los Angeles, federal officers pulled off a daring scheme, posing as ordinary movers before flipping the script on a cartel enclave. No flashing lights, no alarms, just moving trucks turned into surprise weapons. The outcome: 16 suspects captured on the spot. Stick around, because we're unraveling how IC baited the cartel into its own trap, where this plan began, and what comes next in this high-stakes pursuit. Early in the morning, federal agents staged a sting in LA's Westlake district. Disguised with a rental truck, they executed a lightning-fast ambush near a Home Depot. Without a hint of warning, they spilled from the back of a Penske truck, rifles raised, sweeping up 16 individuals in seconds. What looked like routine day labor quickly spiraled into a full-blown takedown, leaving targets stunned and defenseless. Videos captured it all, masked officers exploding from the truck as bystanders scattered in disbelief. This was Operation Trojan Horse, engineered for shock and surprise, using disguise to dismantle cartel-linked activity in the middle of LA's urban grind. Not a single siren, just a ruse, a truck, and agents striking with precision.
The Department of Homeland Security issued a statement saying this morning Border Patrol conducted a targeted raid dubbed Trojan Horse in LA at a Home Depot that resulted in the arrest of 16 illegal aliens.
The effect: a blow to the system. 16 people now in federal custody. Penske later clarified they had no clue their vehicle was part of the mission and condemned its misuse. Civil rights organizations immediately raised alarms, pointing to court orders banning raids based on appearance or location. From the quiet approach of the truck to the explosive ambush, questions spread. Who exactly was seized? What did they know? And what happens when a moving truck becomes the symbol of federal force? Imagine a yellow Penske truck pulling into a Home Depot lot at dawn. It looks like any other moving job, until ICE agents in hard hats and neon vests spring their trap. That's Trojan Horse in action, a disguise designed to outsmart both cartel eyes and cautious neighborhoods. Day laborers gather daily in plain sight. Instead of rolling in with SWAT vans, ICE blended in. Until they didn't. Officials pushed back. Mayor Karen Bass denounced the tactic, warning that looking for work doesn't equal criminality, and questioned whether the raid broke existing court protections against profiling.
We are going to fight for all Angelenos, regardless of when they got here, whether they have papers or not. We are a city of immigrants, and this impacts hundreds of thousands of Angelenos.
In less than a minute, helpers became hunters, the truck turned Trojan, and a morning routine became a flashpoint. ICE converted duty into a stunning ambush. 16 people were taken at once in a Home Depot lot. Men and women from Guatemala, Mexico, Honduras, and Nicaragua. Authorities tied them to cartel links, but rights advocates countered fiercely, warning that targeting day laborers blurred the line between enforcement and discrimination. The raid flipped a parking lot into a pressure cooker. Neighbors froze, cameras rolled, panic surged. 16 detainees. More than a number, it marked broken trust across immigrant communities. Was this precise enforcement or profiling in disguise? As the dust settled, the line grew blurry. The slam of the truck's back door marked the pivot from ordinary.
Los Angeles stood strong, and this court order affirms that federal immigration officers, or the masked people, because in many cases we weren't sure who they were, cannot stop people based solely on their appearance, their race or ethnicity, the language that they speak, being present at certain locations, or the type of work that they
agents in masks and rifles. Witnesses described cartel-linked individuals shocked and cornered, their escape blocked. Footage showed panic, confusion, and fear in real time. 16 detainees, their lives now in limbo. This was more than spectacle. It was disruption. A daily ritual outside hardware stores turned into a battlefield of rights, work, and trust. In one flash, livelihoods cracked into a story of betrayal. And new questions rose. Who set the trap? What intelligence led them here? And who's left to deal with the aftermath? Officials call it a targeted raid, but won't say whether it came from informant, surveillance, or digital trails. That silence drives the suspense. Somebody tipped them off. The staging was too precise to be chance. Yet IC isn't revealing the source. City leaders are pressing for answers, suggesting the intel pipeline may have crossed legal boundaries. And that's the tension. What we see, agents bursting from a truck, and what we don't know, where the tip came from. That gap keeps the story alive. Meanwhile, lawsuits mount, protests grow, and fallout spreads. LA isn't just another city. It's a cartel crossroads. From ports to LAX, drugs and money flow through its hidden arteries. Previous federal busts uncovered billions laundered through networks tied to Chinese banks. So when IC disguised itself as movers, it wasn't random. They struck a pressure point in cartel infrastructure. LA is cartel terrain, and Trojan horse exposed it. But this wasn't the end. Within days, similar raids appeared in Van Nuys and Lakewood. Agents repeated the same trick, deepening outrage. Communities erupted, leaders denounced, and businesses suffered. Restaurants reported sharp declines in customers as fear spread. What began as one raid spiraled into dominoes of legal fights, economic disruption, and public unrest. And this chain reaction is far from over. Stay tuned. The fallout of Operation Trojan Horse is only beginning.